Hey YouTube, it's 2T. It's only frickin' Tales of the Booter.
Looks like
Bootin'.
back on the menu, boys!
Whoop whoop. We're back. Not quite the fanfare I wanted. It was okay. It was all alright, Booter. Yeah. It wasn't great. But there were some nice bits, nice things that I can spin out and upcycle to my favourite place. So everyone's a winning chicken dinner. It is bloody boiling. I've just closed the door and it's now climbing up to 38 degrees. So I had the door open, but now it's shut. It'll be like a fucking oven. So if I'm mindful enough, I'll check back on that. I'm not sure if you can see it. I know Retro Dave said he could see the temperature going up. Yeah, so we're back booting. I picked up some different odds and sods, so it might not be to everyone's liking, but I thought, you know, I say it was slim pickings anyway, so I've sort of diversified a little bit. But yeah, it might be interesting for some people, yeah, if nothing else. I have got a little bit of charity shop and CX, obviously. I say obviously, because it's not obvious, but it's obvious to me because I'm doing a fucking video. What was I going to say? YouTuber of the month. YouTuber of the month. Go and check it out. I know Pete loves hosting it now, so hop over today. You all should know Pete anyway. But some great sort of smaller channels, if you like, that have been nominated this month. And I think they really deserve some support. I can't remember who they all are. There's a couple of standout ones that I am sub to, which is Octavius Kitten and Pizarro's Pieces. So Pizarro's Pieces is a little bit it's not your traditional standard video game channel. It's more nostalgic, it's more toys and collectibles and video games, and obviously I've got a soft spot for that kind of stuff anyway. But yeah, I've consumed all of his videos. I think his name's Tom. So please, if you don't follow YouTube with them or anything else, at least go and look at the links to the channels. Like I say, Pizarro's Pieces is definitely worth it. It's a good watch, especially if you like your 80s and 90s stuff. And it's everything. It's He-Man, it's Star Wars, it's wrestling figures, it's everything. Like I say, good watch, a good watch. So yeah, I say the Booter was massive, massive. It was one of them ones where it's fucking massive and there's hardly anything in it. And a few folk that I know that do the Booters, I think they were pretty much the same ilk. We've got some stuff. What I'm going to do first is just show off a bit to show you the CX grabs, and just a little bit of charity shop, because I've got some that bizarrely I didn't have in my collection, but it comes out later. Anyway, another boxed N64 title, Mischief Makers. So this is just boxed. To be honest, it's not mint. There's a scuff at the front there, and then the worst damage at the back there. But box-wise, structure-wise, inserts, manuals, everything. So I'll keep that. That'll do me. So it's not a minter. It's not, you know, A1, but it's enough. So I'll be happy with that one. I've got to find somewhere to put all these fucking N64 boxes. I've got boxes within boxes now. There'll be a reason why this is on. You'll see later. Right, I'll do this charity shop and then I'll go back to CX. So, one of the local ones that I frequent, she was chatting away to her and she said, oh, I've got some Wii stuff, and she had 2 bags. And so there were some games out the front. Obviously those games would come from this box, the sort of Wii stuff, which there was a box one and there's one loose, and I think she thought she had 2. So, and I thought there was 2. So I paid 20 quid, which to be honest, it's still a deal anyway. So I've got myself, and I didn't have one of these, it's a boxed Power Wii. My Wii when I bought it at launch was an American one. So I didn't have a boxed Power one. The actual unit itself, although I've got another one that has got all the flappage attached to it. But yeah, it's just a standard fucking Wii. You've seen them all before. It's got all the doodles, all the shite. One thing it did have, and I was a bit pissed off it didn't have the bloody cover, it had one of them third-party chargers, There's another blue Remote Plus, but it's missing the back, so that's a bit of a fucking ball ache. But yeah, it's got all the other shizzle, which you don't need to see. But the games went and basically bought this with a couple of quid change. So I've got 33 quid exchange, and I was taking other stuff back, the N64 titles and whatnot, back to CEX, and obviously I picked this up from the charity shop, and I thought, well, instead of me looking at my own, I'll just fire them in. And he had something on the shelf which really caught my eye. At first I thought it was something else, but it turned out to be what I thought it was. I'm not going to say what it is just yet, because I may be procuring that from them. But I spoke to the lads there, and I sort of said, oh, is it all complete? Has he got this, that, and the other, da 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 da? And one of the lads says, no, it hasn't. And then the younger lad said, no, it has. And he looked at me a bit funny. And I know why now, later on. And the young lad said, no, it has, because I took it in, and they had, and there's this thing as well, and that's all got all the stuff with it. And I was like, oh, really? So where, again, like most CEXs, you have different sections. So the section for the retro is like down the bottom. So the young lad went behind a sort of glass thing, followed him down. But what they've done with the box, they put the box at the back, not with it. So if you looked at it itself, it just looks like it's loose. And he showed me the box behind the glass, and it was all there, everything. I went, I think I'm going to have that. So obviously went back up, and as I was trading the other stuff in, I let the guy do the trading, and obviously I was doing the returns. And I was eyeballing this particular item and chatting to the lads about it. And the guy who sort of said it's not complete, it transpires that he had his eye on it. And I think he was on about, one of the lads sort of said he was on about bringing the phone in, so obviously he didn't want me to have it, which I don't blame him. But I'm maybe going back to get that. But the item I did get, with the £20 that I spent, so I've still got a boxed Wii. I've got obviously another remote that hopefully if I can get it back for, I can get 13 quid for that anyway. So I'm quite happy with the box Wii. Got 33 quid store credit. I spent £20 and I got me a boxed NES Advantage. Okay, it's not an absolute minter, but I tell you what, for its age and the fact it's even a box itself, the NES itself needs a screen, needs a clean, needs a screen. But you've all seen an NES Advantage anyway. Yeah, it just needs a bit of a scrub. I've got two of these, I think, anyway. And I mentioned that to the lad. He goes, well, because he didn't get it. He was like, why do you need another one if you've got two? I said, oh, well, I ain't got one in the box. I said, I'm just buying it really for the box, to be honest. But the box is quite nice because it's got the polys and it's even got the lid. So, yeah, well happy. There's no breakages or anything. You can't struggle to see that. So I think this is the thing with CEX. I'm going to sneeze. We're mowing the lawn today. I'm going to sneeze. I do apologise. Oh, yeah, I've been mowing the lawn, so although I don't suffer from hay fever, I do get bouts of it every so often. Depending on if the pollen count goes really high, and obviously because I've not been exposed to any pollen the best part of the fucking dark winter months, I think it's just really got the old sinuses. So 20 quid. Yeah, what I was saying is they would sell you the NES Advantage would just be sold as 20 quid. It won't be boxed or loose. It would just be 20 quid. So yeah, quite happy with that. And I say it's technically cost me. No, I don't know. I can't do the maths. My brain doesn't work. It will not. It's cost me less whatever a Wii's worth in a remote. It's probably cost me nothing, to be honest, with all the games. We'll leave it at that. Oh, I'm going to sneeze again. No, I'm alright. Right, the booter! Booty! See Lewis, the little bastard. A bit of a funny story there. So I was wandering around and he, bumped into Lewis and he sort of was on his trawls. And I sort of said to him, oh, there's not much doing. Because he asked me for fan I said very little. And he was doing the rows, and I said, well, there's nothing there. I said, but there is this guy who's a bit of a dealer. He's got some games. You know, I'll show you where it is. And as we were walking to this guy, Lewis just went, zoop, diverted off. I was like, where's he going? Sort of thing. Went to this store, which I'd spoken to these two girls. They had a reactor, you know, one of the sort of knockoff, well, it's not knockoff, but it's the Blaze things. And I stood there speaking to them about video games. And on their fucking table, inside a makeup bag, was a fucking Game Boy Advance. And he spotted it. £5. I went, you bastards, I said, we had a conversation about it, you shouldn't have any more. I had a bit of laugh and a giggle, but Lewis found it highly amusing yet again. So in the immortal words of the Game Chasers, he caught me slipping. Although, yeah, he probably did, to be honest, because I was just like, fucking bastard, he keeps doing that to me. Oh dear. But what did I get anyway? Oh, that's what I was going to talk about as well. Beers, just for a minute. I shall go slightly off topic. Oh. Now, I know people probably wouldn't even count Budweiser as a beer. They think it's pish. I get that. Everyone each to their own. And again, if you don't drink Bud, you probably won't know if you're not aware. This has been out in America for yonks. It's only just come over here, so there's a bit of a drive for it. I was in the co-op, and usually Bud's like $4.25, I think, for 4. So it's not massively expensive. It's quite reasonable. And they had Bud Light, right, for £4.25 as well. I'm thinking, I know it's meant to be better for you and all that kind of shit, but if I'm drinking beer, I'm drinking beer to get pissed and have a good time. So I was like, forget that. And then I went to stay there, and then the next day or whatever, yesterday I think it was, I was watching the football. I popped to Sainsbury's, and Sainsbury's had an offer on £3 for 4, like special deal, promotional, this, that, and the other. I thought, I'll try some of that. It is fucking pish. And I know, again, I know some people would say that the normal Bud's pish, but trust me, this is like, it reminds me of Carling, and I hate Carling. The only time I can drink Carling, or Carling Black Label, for those old gits, is on draft in a pub. Out of cans, anything else, it's fucking vile, and that is the same shit. So I've got 3 more cans of that. It's just too watered down. And like I say, I know people are going to laugh and giggle and take the piss because I drink Bud anyway, but I don't care. I enjoy it. Excuse me. And it is a bit gassy, yes. But in weather like this, it's perfect drink. Can you see that now? Because I've shut the door. In that little bit of time we've been talking, it's now 41.5 degrees. And climbing. Right. It's that fucking evaporating. I grabbed these. Now, to be honest, would I ordinarily pick these up? Probably not. I like to see them. It probably doesn't that because I say I've literally binge watched Pizarro's pieces. So it's got me a little bit twitchy on certain things. And I've seen these, and I'm no expert. I spoke to the lady about them. She said I was asking £2 each. There's 4 of them. I said, oh, is this a full set? Turned over, and it's a full set. So I said, oh, would you do 6? He said, yeah, fine. Again, I don't know anything about these, right? I bought them either with trading in mind, or if not, I'll take them to my next, Doncaster or whatever event. Because someone's gonna buy them. Or whack them on eBay. Doesn't matter. I'm sure they're worth more than what I paid.
Queue? No, let's get in the queue. Fuck off, get in the queue.
Pete Price, are you
on the queue for an hour?
Pete, are you a lizard?
In an hour.
Are you a lizard, Pete?
Get in the queue.
Are you a lizard?
Fuck off. Help.
No, you don't need it.
Are you a lizard, Pete? Pete, are you a lizard?
I am not a lizard. I am not a lizard.
You fucking are.
So I've got a full set of these DC Universe Justice League Limited. So I ain't got a fucking clue. About 2008, so they're not, nearly 10 years old. Some of you guys, I know there's a few people that love the Marvel and the DC and all that kind of shit. So that's Saturn Girl, Lightning Lad, Sega Saturn Lad. if you use the lad off that and the set. Yeah, anyway. Brainiac and Cosmic Boy. So yeah, I say there's got to be more than £6 in there. I know, for fuck's sake. I told you it's going to be a weird one. Going to be a weird one. Oh. For £1, and she wanted, I think it's something daft like £3 for this initially. I got a PS1 controller in nice condition actually, which is why I grabbed it. I got down to £1 because I thought if I ever pick a PS1 up, these, you know, these are quite nice to have because they match the console. Because it is a different controller. Should we get all the non-gaming stuff out? No, actually I won't, because I'm going to leave something till the end. Fucking, I swear it's pissing at me. £2 on a lady. Oh, that was it. I asked her, she got any games? Because she's with a lad. I thought, you know, perfect demographic here. And she said, yeah, I've got some old Game Boys and some games. I thought, fucking yes, come on. And she proceeds to get this carry bag out, which took her ages to open. Even the lad was saying, just rip the bag, just rip the bag. She was there trying to fucking tie this knot. It ends up being fucking DS stuff. Which isn't, you know, when you look at it you think, it's not that bad, but you kind of go up and down a little bit and then back up again. But then you look at all the games and they're all like puzzlers. It's like, fucking hate. I mean, not like good puzzlers, not like, you know, Professor Layton and nothing like that. 32-in-1 classic card games and shit like that, but she had this game and I sort of said, well, how much are the games anyway? She said £2, and I don't think I've got this. You know what, I'm going to like twat it and end up having it already. I thought for £2 I'm going to grab this Space Invaders Extreme. It's like by Taito, potato, tomato. What's all there like? There's no instructions, but then again, that if it ever come with them anyway. But yeah, I can't remember. I know there was a few DS games that never made it over here, so I don't know if that's one of them. I don't know. For £2 though, so it was slim picking.